Hey guys, you are here once again with the Dragon, coming to you live with another build. Well, I say live, obviously it's pre-recorded so I can edit it, make it look real nice for you guys. But Captain Marvel, she's a freaking beast. I liked her a lot. She is a freaking blonde bombshell of beat down, left and right, shooting off photon beams, punching people in the mouth, creating these like sunspots, just really destroys everybody. She had a lot of ability. You know, when I first started off as her, in all honesty, I didn't like her too much. Just seemed like she seemed like she killed pretty slow. You know, just punch people in the face and stuff. I know she has a range build and a melee build. I'll focus on the melee one here. But after I hit level 56, kind of tweaked out some of the talents, breezed through Cosmic pretty easily. So let's pop into the build here. Alright, first off, hotkey to the X button here. We have Mighty Punch. This is going to be your basic attack. You know, it's going to regenerate photon energy on hit. It attacks about 2.1% per second, or 2.1 times per second. But with the talents that we have here, it's also going to do an energy burst. And that energy burst is going to do, you know, 3,000 to 4,000. So this will round out that attack right around 10k on average. And the energy burst is 1 second cooldown. I don't use this too often in my build, just kind of a spinner if I am low on photon energy. This was what I was using, especially during the Cosmic trial. You may be able to swap it out for something a little bit more like a quick cooldown, or maybe something that does a little bit more damage later on once you don't need like a photon restorer. Next up we have I'll go with our, you know, our dash power, regular dash, flying lunge, spins photonic energy, enhance the impact of this power. Not really there for damage, again, just there to get her out of melee range in all those AoEs that are coming our way. Then we have infused uppercut, really fun power. She's gonna do a quick boom uppercut. It's going to do a DOT for 6 seconds. It'll do more damage with the more photonic energy that you have acquired, just overall, and then it'll do photonic energy. It'll regenerate photonic energy once every 4 seconds. Just be cognizant that this power, as well as Cosmic Haymaker, they do not have a lock-on ability. So whenever you're using your Mighty Punch, running up, punching, boom, 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 if you use these powers and they're right out of range, you will miss. Which is really, really annoying. I think they should have some sort of auto lock-on mechanism, but you will and you can miss with these powers here. Then next up, Cosmic Haymaker. This power does a ton of damage. You'll see lots of criticals, lots of brutals from this power. Definitely a big burst of damage. Deliver a titanic punch that decimates enemies. It'll do, you know, roughly 20k on average with the gear that we have right now. Does more damage with the more photonic energy you have, but not only that, it has a 25 and a 25% chance to critical and brutal strike. Energy cost 50% of maximum, so it'll take about half your energy. And then it also does a bigger and larger energy burst, which does about, it looks like 5k on average, but that can crit and brute as well. That'll hit everybody around you. Then we have, I like this skill a lot, Crash Down Strike. Bolt up and crash down on top of enemies, gaining bonus damage based on your current store of photonic energy. You know, does what, 17-ish k damage on average. Gets a damage bonus from photonic energy. Also applies a DOT and applies an invulnerability. And on top of all that awesome stuff, it's going to give you a damage absorb shield of 10% to your maximum health for 5 seconds, and it has a cooldown of 6 seconds, so you'll constantly have a damage shield and be applying that DOT on top of the infused uppercut DOT, which will generate a really nice, you know, stacking DOT for the bosses, especially when you're burning them down. Then we have, and that's keyed, looks like, to my L2X there. So I've got X, circle, triangle, square, just kind of my rotation, so I have all my real quick hitting melee attacks and my dash on my front row. Then L2X for the crash down strike, and L2 square for the ground shattering smash. This one does, you know, about 15k on average, 10% of your max photonic energy you'll get a damage boost from. It'll also stun people for 3 seconds. But you also, which it doesn't say there, but you're also going to get a really, really nice 100% critical chance from this, and it's not going to cost any photonic energy like it originally does, just from our talents. So with that one, we've got the Radiant Cascade up next. Unleash a massive pulse of photonic energy from your body, sending out shockwaves that bombard nearby enemies. While this power is active, enemies deal half damage to you, and you regenerate photonic energy. Very nice ability. While being a melee character, for anyone, any damage resistance you can get, definitely a plus, a major benefit. It only lasts for 4 seconds, but you're gonna see this tick about 8 times. The damage really isn't all that impressive. It can critical, it can brutal for, you know, what, 10k or so, maybe 8k, if you're not buffed with any damage mods while you're in battle. 20-second cooldown, so I really use this just for the damage resistance and especially to restore that photonic energy, because I'm going to be burning through it trying to use as many cosmic haymakers as I can for those critical and brutals. Big boost of damage and blasting people with a ground shattering smash, but that doesn't cost any photon energy. I like this power a lot. Again, the damage resistance is what's really key for me. And then we've got Glimpse of Binary. Explode with cosmic energy, taking less damage from attacks and creating a lingering field of coruscating power around you that burns enemies. Very heavy hitting attack. So she'll use this, boom, 100k to everybody around you. 35-second cooldown with the way we have it spec. You're going to get a 40% damage, base damage boost, and you're also going to do damage, or excuse me, you're also going to absorb damage, and you'll restore 5% of your max photon energy per second for 10 seconds. So this is a very nice, fun ability. It gives her the whole, you know, like glowing, fiery hair that I guess she's pretty accustomed to within the comics. It's a fun ability. I like using it a lot. It gives you a great damage burst to really wait and save up your cooldowns. Boom, pop this for 10 seconds, just blasting people with all your cooldowns. So a lot of fun. Then we'll pop over to the talents here. I chose Photonic Regeneration just because you gain health back 350 per second, which is nothing to scoff at. And then you gain 5% of max photonic energy as well. So I like this ability because I get more photonic energy back as well as health back. So I think that was definitely a necessity, because she does not have a heal, unfortunately. She does have a few damage resistance buffs, but you're going to be keying your, you know, L1 button, that med kit non-stop. Then we have Sparkle Fist. Mighty Punch spends photonic energy to trigger an energy burst, which is your X button. Mighty Punch damage, you know, plus 25% damage, just a little bit more damage overall. Roundhouse Kick transforms into Cosmic Haymaker, which deals more damage based on max photon energy, triggers a free and larger energy burst, and has increased critical hit and brutal strikes. So this is really the reason that I like to burn this. You're going to do, you know, multiple avenues of damage. You're triggering free procs, and it has increased critical and brutal strike chance of 25%. Very nice ability. It's going to you're going to see a massive chunk to this, especially when you have those higher criticals and brutals. Crash Down Striking has the following effects: deals additional damage over time. Photonic energy, 100% of max photonic energy restored. Damage absorbed 200. Oh, it's 10% of your max health. So very nice skill as well. Very nice talent here, Starfall, where you're just going to come down every time you crash down strike, which I think is what, roughly every 6 or 8 seconds. Every 6 seconds, you're going to get 100% of your max photonic energy back, as well as get a 10% damage shield. So this is in your rotation non-stop. Warbird's Cry, Glimpse of Binary. It's going to reduce the cooldown on your signature, and it's going to increase the duration by 2 seconds, and it'll apply a much needed movement speed and attack speed boost. I like this skill primarily due to the fact that the Glimpse of Binary is going to reduce the cooldown by, you know, a very significant amount, which is 10 seconds from 45 seconds. I was running a little bit with the Binary Fusion for the better photonic energy, so that way when I popped it, you know, I gained all my photonic energy back, and then I could blast a few people with the increased damage from the photonic energy, since she scales, everything pretty much scales off photonic energy. But this one was just better, especially for cosmic trial and for cosmic gameplay. It gives you that ability to use it more openly and more actively. Ground shattering cascade, always critically hits ground shattering. Smash doesn't cost any photonic energy. So this is what I chose for my power. You know, I wanted that critical attack to always be able to proc the brutals, and I wanted her to have a lot of criticals. And with this particular build, she does. I was able to breeze through cosmic. Just had to make sure I stayed out the AoEs, but she moves around a lot. I would definitely compare her to like a beast. Just in her movement with this particular build here. A lot of movement, a lot of fun to play with. And let's check out this ultimate. Very fun ultimate. I really like the whole effects of this. Second Sun. Become empowered with enough cosmic energy to fuel a small star that barrages enemies with stellar flares. Harnessing this surge of energy allows your health and photonic energy to rapidly regenerate. And we're talking for 20 seconds. You're not dying. You got 40% of your max health per second coming back to you, 40% of your max photonic energy. You're popping every single thing you have, hitting people with so many cosmic haymakers that think you're freaking Floyd Mayweather or Mike Tyson coming at them with the freaking haymakers.
Hey, let's go kick some butts.
You know, it's gonna do probably 20 or so hits of damage. Not that much damage overall though, but again, those attacks can crit and brutal. So I definitely did like this just because of the benefit it gives you, and it gives you another like background damage dealer. I'll kind of list her synergies. I've went through a few of them. I just had some synergies that I equipped on my own. For infinity points, as you can see, I have quite a few. I went all into photonic energy. I wanted to boost that damage as much as I could. So that's kind of what I just did from level 1. So with hers, it made the damage boost up a little bit, you know, not as much as I assumed, but it was just an added benefit overall. And lastly, the traits. Completely forgot about this part. The traits. Creed toughness. She's going to be doing brutal strikes from the very start. From level 1, she'll be having a chance to do brutal strikes. She gets energy based off her. She gets damage based off energy and strength. She restores photonic energy, you know, 10 per second, so it'll constantly regenerate, which is really nice. And energy absorption. She's going to gain that damage reduction from close quarters. You need to key defense and deflect for her multipliers, and she gets more max health. So pretty straightforward and simple. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. I did like her a lot, and if you see any recommendations or have any other builds, post them up. I like to see what some of you other guys think out there, you guys and gals. But anyways, I'm getting off here. Peace out, guys. It's been fun.
Swimming, I'm swimming, I'm swimming, I'm swimming, I'm swimming, I'm swimming. I'm roller coaster through the women. They laid it back up on the lane, and yo, me and Richie about to get it.